Hi, Sag. How's it going? Well, the Lord wants to speak to you today. So we're just going to let him do it. Let him fly and let him show you why you should not cry. Apparently. So let's see. Lord, what's going on with Sagittarius? Sagittarius here, Lord. Sagittarius. Let's see, Lord. I feel like, whoa, my goodness. My goodness, Sag. I feel like there's a lot of anxiety. 111 just passed there. Thank you, because I'm following my intuition on that. Right before that happened, I felt a lot of anxiety, and I felt like, no, I'm able to overcome it, but then it kept to come back. 123, there's that ascension. It kept to come back. It kept to come back. It kept coming back. And then I was like, nope, that anxiety feeling is gone. I am stronger than that anxiety. And then it kept coming back. And then as that card came out, it's like trying to continue to pull you into the fire. I really feel like there's this bound here, this bond that's just trying so hard to continue to keep you where you're at. And wouldn't Satan do that? Wouldn't he want to burn you? So I'm also just going to say out loud right here, this is consciousness, this frequency of 17, the star, this third eye, and in the negative. And there's something, sweetheart, that you're not seeing clearly that's going to only put your ass in the fire. Did you not see that? Okay. The frequency of consciousness, this is your inner children opening up, and 211, Jehovah can look down through your crown and see everything within this third eye, seeing the inside of you and the outside. Consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all of the multi-dimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our reality. 234 ascension. Shut the front door, Jehovah. I love that. I literally said there's clearly something that you're not seeing that's only going to burn you. All the multi-dimensional aspects, all the other things that you're choosing to not see that show up, they're there. You're just not taking personal accountability for them. So then you can include them. You can begin to include them and take personal accountability for them in our reality, in your truth, in what you're really not seeing and trying not to see. Trying not to see, not seeing, and what you're only choosing to see. Thank you, Jehovah. Yeah, consciousness, your higher self is bringing you. And this is why this anxiety keeps to come in 311, because your flesh is going to fight against your spirit, Sag. Your flesh is of earth, your flesh is of Satan, your flesh is of death, which Book of Revelation tells us so. So as your inner children are awakening, it's almost as if one side has already had to start doing this in order for this push and pull to come in. Your inner child boy is now 333. Great things are coming. Shut up, Lord. Your inner child boy is now trying to fight off this inner child girl. 333. Great things are coming within that Empress energy. Your high priestess energy, your third eye, your star, your intuition is trying to come in to bring in those 333s, that Empress energy, to meet that inner child boy, inner child girl, Sag. There's a lot of growth here that needs to take place. And the more you reflect off of doing it, the only more that you're going to get put in the fire. We saw that. My goodness. And it almost was just like, holy shit, I'm going to burn my house down. Exactly. Yeah. 411, Lord, shut up. 4 of Wands. You're completely insecure and unstable when the master that you're serving has made your heart a den of robbers and it wants to burn your house down. Yeah, there's definitely a house fire here too that could have happened recently somewhere around your 3D world here. I apologize for that, or someone that you know may have had a house fire. However, house fire, let's talk about that. We saw that 4 of Wands. Shut up, Lord. 444 is right there. We saw that 4 of Wands. And so if we're insecure and unstable, and the Lord of lies, the master of earth here, the Satan himself wants to burn your house down, you'd have to completely start over as a fool, right? Well, happy April Fool's Day to you. So here's this new Fool, here's this new start, because this inner consciousness is going to open up. So as that's opening up and you're meeting your truest self again, which you've always known, you're just in a different body, you're in different flesh, 511, which is why it's so hard to meet yourself and understand yourself, because your flesh is already moving your whole spirit against you, because it's not our truest form. So then as this is coming in, this Fool, wouldn't the root chakra have to be there as well? Wouldn't this whole new start to this whole new stump, because you are deciding within your very root, within your deepest capabilities of your self-efficacy that you never once saw before, Sag. You are deciding to no longer have Satan as your master. You are now having this fresh cleanse. Your inner children are trying to meet in the mirror so they can hug, grow through puberty together, those growing pains, become inner teenagers. 555 is about to be here, so they can become one and one and one, to grow up so they can be your inner kings and queens. Okay, there's so much here that your flesh is fighting against, because your flesh cannot understand that power. Your flesh is going to reject that power anyway, because the flesh, 611, thank you, Lord, armor of God. God, he has brought that up so much this last week and a half, but there's so much spiritual warfare coming in. And so with this armor of God, you'll be able to protect yourself. But coming from the inside first, you have to clean the cup on the inside before the outside is clean. You have to be able to take care of it. And you're not listening to your true self, because you're letting your flesh, your vessel, your ark overpower. And I know many of times, if you're a repeat visitor here at our kingdom here at Wounds into Light, Noah was even directed to load more clean spirits in the ark than unclean spirits. And that is one of the very true true secrets that the Lord has showed me, and what I like to bring out on the channel. So let's see here, whatever that card was. You're joking me. Okay, well, look at this. Red and blue. Red and blue. Red and blue. Inner masculine meeting inner feminine. Inner feminine meeting inner masculine. Red fish, blue fish. Red fish, blue fish. One fish, two fish. Okay. Look at that. It's like you have one eye open and one eye shut, because you keep rejecting the yin and the yang. You keep rejecting the dark and the light. You keep rejecting the bad and the good. You just keep rejecting the good overall, the light overall, the blue overall. You continue to stay where you're not truly meant to be. And this is why on the inside, you're feeling all this anxiety as your intuition comes in, Sag. And you're like, what the hell is going on? And then you can't talk to anybody about it, because you just feel like you're so not yourself. There's so much craziness going within that even if you try to explain it, you're just like, well, they're just going to look at me like I'm fucking insane. Well, when everything's going left, 811, it's because everything needs to go right. 811, shut up, Lord. Look at that. 17, 711 there, and then we saw 811. 7 plus 1 is 8, plus 1 more, that's 81, but backdoor is another 1 because 1111. Wow, Lord. 17 is that star in tarot, like we've been talking about, that inner tuition, that high priestess coming up, that divine feminine current meeting that inner boy divine masculine current, magician and high priestess, to bloom out to emperor, empress, to bloom out even more than that. But as to continue this energy of within and without, and as above, so below. And as this full transition starts to come in once more, you will be completely born anew. And as all that fire has been put on earth, because that's what the Lord does when he starts things over anew, the water has to come in to cleanse it and flood it out. Okay. The frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security. 4 wands we saw right there, that Tropic of Cancer, to stable and secure you as your 911. Thank you, Yeshua, for being right here, as this is a negative reflection of Tropic of Capricorn. And your whole table is upside down. Your whole stump is upside down. You have to flip it upside right within this upper consciousness that's really truly calling you home, Sag. And security on this physical plane, both in our bodies and as well as in the physical world, exactly the inside and the outside. And that's exactly what Jehovah is trying to do right now. He has sent Jesus because he wants you to know his son. And as you continue to fight it, what's going to happen? I don't even want to pretend that that happened, because that was kind of scary. All right, Father, last bottom of the deck here. Look at this. Number 23. Shut up, Lord. You are so funny. I love 23 because it roots back to Hierophant, which is your emperor and your empress meeting to give you this divine union on the inside of your electrical prop. Because once this whole little soul's nucleus, this Hierophant 1 and 5, 5 and 1, Luke 12:49, not peace but division, 10:11. Thank you, Father, for that ending and that justice to continue that wheel turning. Well, that wheel is no longer turning down. It's now turning up because everything's been able to come together. When you start your Fool, this new egg sac and this new soul's nucleus, this heart, what's going to happen is that magician's going to form, that tent, that skin, which it goes back in the Hebrew, and then that divine feminine high priestess energy is going to come in, and then they're going to swap again so that empress can come in with that emperor, and then they're going to swap again to make that divine union, and then that's going to seal it. That's going to seal the deal. That's the nail that pegs the tent down to the ground, the overall foundation. All the happy home and stability, the inner children and the parents are on the inside. So then it's going to branch out like the fish that it would be. And then lover's decision comes in. And then here's that body of Christ to just expand it out even more. But us as humans beings with our spirits trafficked in this flesh scientific test tube and this extra bullshit that we've been stuck here with on earth, in order to ascend up and out as our spirit releases 11:11, we have 23 chromosomes. 23 chromosomes with an overall of 5. I love it. Dynamic. This frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origin and frequencies. It helps us to put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new. Familiar because you've already met yourself before, sweetheart. The flesh scientific test tube is just different. It's not against you. It's against you because your flesh is against you. It's tricked your spirit to think that you're against you. It's just an illusion. And look what happens when you begin to mix these two colors together. Oh yeah, baby, taste that rainbow. The sign of the covenant will come on into your ark, and that dove's gonna fly because you got that faith, and it's just gonna continue to redfish, bluefish you until you have this overall regeneration 23 times, over and over and over. 23 is also going to be our soul cycle. Soul cycle is 23 days. 28 days is our physical cycle. So divine femme Sag here, you're going to have that death and rebirth of your period, your moon. And then we go back up to that 33-day cycle of intellectual, which is going to be right here as well within that root chakra, because it's that overall flesh that's already against you, Sag. Wow, I love that so much. But familiar and completely new with ease, grace, and great joy. Exactly, because you let Jehovah in to be able to let Jesus come in and clear it all out for you. It's beautiful. I love it. So we have 17 there. That's 8 plus 1 more is 9. Plus we have 23. That's 5. That's 9 and 5. Shut up. Sagittarius, that's your card. That's temperance energy. That's 14. Plus, that's our Samek in Hebrew, like I brought up earlier, that electrical prop. You're hot and you're cold, you're yes and you know, you're masculine and you're feminine, your two fish, your two biological patterns, your two properties, your two inheritances, your two worths, your two potentials. Look at that. That's how beautiful you are on the inside, and you fail to see it every single day. But every single day, he wakes you up, on Fool's Day even, to show you you have that frequency of dynamic inside of you. You just have to choose yourself for it or continue to be put in the fire. Also, temperance energy, 1 and 4, that goes back to 5 as well, that Hierophant energy. You were always yours before you were anyone else's. Isn't that beautiful? I love that so much. We're only 13 minutes into this. Wow, Sag. That's like a record. Let's pull, he's telling me some tarot, because he wants you to see what he has in store for you when you allow this dynamic frequency to continue honoring your true self, accepting yourself from the very beginning. No matter what has happened, it's been there. You have to recognize that spiritual boo-boo, take personal accountability for it, and then deal with it. Like we talked about, all those little personal accountabilities that you were handling that continue to come in as an anxiety. Honey, they're not going to be anxiety anymore if you just choose to accept it. If you, okay, that made me a victim, but I'm no longer going to be a victim to that anymore. Jesus says, okay. Jesus has been there, sweetheart, in self-forgiveness before you have. And he wouldn't lead you down that path if it wasn't good for you. If it wasn't good for you, okay? He would not. The person, the master that your flesh is allowing your spirit to serve, is only going to put you back in that fire. All right. Jehovah, let's clarify that 17, that consciousness frequency. And this future energy, what's to come if you just could decide to make that move, to make that right, choose yourself, choose self-forgiveness, choose self-acceptance, choose God's will, because his will is always the way that you should go, because he is good all of the time. And right now, at least over half of you is not good. You wouldn't be continuing to serve Satan here in your arc. Your arc would not be upside down, being pulled to Tropic of Capricorn. That cleansing flood, the Tropic of Cancer, the moon and the water all has to come in to clean it, right? So this consciousness frequency, this card is here. Ace of Pentacles. Exactly, Lord. Thank you so much. See, here's this earth, fire on earth, in order to separate everything out and wash it and cleanse it anew. And as this earth continues to come inside, you might even have a earth moon sign that continues to die, because Ace of Pentacles in the negative would be that 28-day cycle that we continue to see, that wheel 1611 that continued to move. However, this was in the negative. So this, until that third eye, until your star can open up, you're not going to see your full potential. You're not going to see your worth, and you're not going to allow yourself to continue having that Ace of Pentacles fill you up over and over and over, and take care of your flesh, take care of your arc the way that it should have been taken care of from the very beginning. But we were already born into slavery, and we are now trying to free ourselves from Egypt here and being able to move on in the right direction as a freed child of God. Isn't that beautiful, Sag? That's what he has planned for you. You have the right to leave Egypt whenever you'd like. Okay, Lord, let's do that root chakra card here. Root chakra here. Two of Swords. Yeah, exactly. Let's bring that balance in. That anxiety is no longer going to fuel you. If there's Two of Swords here, honey, that's 4 wands. See how that mirroring effect needs to happen? And this is just going to be that fresh air, that revelation, Jehovah himself, to show you in your intuition, those doors that continue to flap open for you to get that Empress and Emperor energy to meet that 5, right? Well, this is 2 of 2. And 2 by 2, he's trying to load you arc and bring you peace. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh, Lord. Wow, Sag, thank you so much for your beautiful energy today and sharing it with me. And thank you, Jehovah Yeshua, for working through me for this Sag here. 2 of Swords there. Page of Pentacles, exactly. In your root chakra, this anxiety is going to clear out, the illusion of Satan himself that's trying to confuse the shit out of you. You're going to meet your inner children, sweetheart. Your inner boy and your inner girl, and you're going to see everything that the child of God has to offer oneself, and it's right here for you. This duality, absolutely, Lord, duality. Yes, and it's in the upright, dear. Everything that you have left to gain from here is good. You just got to take the rest of the shit out. Let's see, there's 2 more cards here. My goodness, Lord. 6 of Pentacles. Yes, exactly. I love that so much, because you are going to have this Page of Pentacles. Your inner boy is going to meet your inner girl. You're going to have that equal give and take within your 2 3s, your 6s, but it's also your Capricorn and your Cancers, right? Because Capricorn is 6 and Cancer is 6, because of the way that this is going to work. So let's see here. Yeah, I already drew it out in a different reading. But there's the Cancer and there's the other part of that Capricorn, and the way that this is going to work. So as this Cancer Capricorn really comes in, the zodiac Cancer sign is showing you that you've actually risen above that Tropic of Capricorn, that devil energy, that Satan's realm here on earth. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, here we go. So we have that 6 of Pentacles, and that's exactly it. Overall, too, that brings already in that major arcana of Lovers, which is going to come after that 5. With these Page of Pentacles here, this is that 1111, which is also going to be right here, that 2 of Swords and 2 by 2. Once again, I love that so much. And so if he's doing 2 by 2 with that, he has to do 2 by 2 with everything else, no matter how many pentacles you are offering to yourself. You have 1 through 6 here. That's 5 pentacles that you are stopping yourself from gaining everything that's good. That Hierophant energy is blocked. So your 5 of Pentacles is also going to be blocked, which is going to block this overall. But that's what's right past that door when you decide to say, I'm no longer a victim and I'm going to take that red fish, blue fish door. Okay, let's see here. The Emperor. You are joking me, Lord. Exactly. So your divine feminine inner child can grow up with your inner boy. So your queens can come in. So your kings can come in, because overall your Emperor energy is going to rule the house, right? That he's the head of the house, but God is really the head of it all. And this Tropic of Cancer is really coming in to give you everything that you ever wanted within that stability. That root chakra is also right here within that Emperor. There's also a new moon in Aries right now, 2011. And a new moon is a period cycle for the moon. So you might be on a period right now, divine feminine. Divine masculine, if we're looking here within this Sagittarius energy, all this is that this will absolutely bring in divine union for you. 2023, I just saw that. 24 wheels times 5, because that Hierophant energy within each arcana there. And then 23 is that 5 again, but those 23 chromosomes. See, masculine, you have so much to offer yourself right now. You just have to take that last jump. You have to take that last leap of faith, because you are a fool for yourself. Same with you, divine feminine, but divine feminine might be going through some physical death right now. New moon in Aries as well, which is what the Emperor is, root chakra as well. So there's that as well there. Dynamic card there, Lord, and then we're going to wrap it up. Dynamic frequency, Father. Whoop, these two here, let's see. 3 of Cups in the negative. Exactly. Your heart is broken upside down right now. Your 3 of Capricorns, okay, to meet your 3 of Cancers, to make that 6 of Cups, to meet yourself. 2111, 2 biological patterns, 1 intuition. 21 is that world to continue around over and over and over, but it leads back to that 3, that Empress energy. We have that Emperor. That Empress energy is trying to come in. 3 of 3s right here, 3 by 3. It's also going to be 9. So that Hermit energy, Jesus himself is trying to come into your soul by way of your consciousness, hunker down at your root and start to turn it the other direction. It's right here. Look at what he wants to do. He wants to hunker down and turn it around and turn it the other direction. Put his left foot in and put his left foot out. No, but yeah, and he wants to shake it all about. And then you'll be able to celebrate and do the hokey pokey. Okay, I'm telling you, this Empress is trying to really come in and meet this Emperor to give you this overall divine union inside of yourself. Everything that you ever wanted is right there. That's just beautiful. Look at that. I cannot get over that. That's what it looks like right now, because your Star of David's upside down, that property, that front door, that sun itself, that resh in the Hebrew, 2211. But the backside, the inn. Okay. Both of this needs to work in order to move on, so he can work through you and not against you, because you are against yourself. 22, that big 4 and 4, Emperor right there. Big 4 and 4 is also these Pentacles. 3 of Cups there. Let's see. Queen of Pentacles. You are joking me, Lord. Yes. Sag, that Queen of Pentacles, that divine feminine, that pre-Empress energy, it's there. You just have to let go of that broken heart. You just have to let go of everything that's pulling you back to the fire to allow that fresh air to come in. That overall Emperor, Jesus himself, he's just waiting. Look at, he's waiting there in that Justice, that Libra energy, which we have right here with that 2 of Swords as well. Look, he's just waiting. You let me know, child of God, when you are ready. Let's see the bottom of the deck here. 6 of Wands. I love it, because look at, there you are. You're going to have this victory. You follow Jesus in the way that you were supposed to within self-forgiveness, because he's done it for you already. He knows that it is good. And then you have those 5 of Wands that are no longer going to cause you that emotional strife, no longer going to help you ascend on in anxiety and these cold and depressives. And you're going to be so proud, because you made that lover's decision in your Wands, your Fool, which is right here, and that Emperor right here. I love that so much. You are going to have that victory. Yay. 6 of Wands. I can't believe that. That's also 2 by 2. 2 by 2, because we saw 4 of Wands, and we've been talking about 4 of Wands. I love that so much. Yeah. 2 by 2, that would also be 6 of Cups, which we were talking about right here, 2 by 2. And if the Queen of Pentacles is here, that means that King of Pentacles is here, and that's absolutely true, because he's right here. Let's see what else. 5 of Wands. Lord, you are joking me. Yeah, you no longer have it, because you gained that extra Ace of Wands, 1 and 4. If you have a new Ace of Wands, you're automatically going to have the Ace of Pentacles, new flesh, new Temperance energy, 1 and 4. Oh my gosh, Lord, Temperance energy right there. You have so much to say, hey, look, I gained that. Now I'm going to go this direction because I decided to take the jump. Oh my gosh, Lord, you crack me up. 5 of Wands here. Queen of Wands, exactly, because you're going to go from that Queen of Wands to that Queen of Pentacles, that 1 and 4. But those 2 2 and those 3s has to come in, sweetheart. And once again, we're going to bring up that Luke 12:49, not peace but division. The Lord speaks about that there's going to be 1 and 5 in one family. 1 in 5. That 1 and 4, really, that 14 overall, that temperance energy, but that Hierophant, the father will be against the son and the mother will be against the daughter. The queen will be against the inner child. So now, as that happens, once those can bear off with the in-laws, that's how that big, huge family tree branch extends and descends out. However, when the children are born, that's when the leaves start to come in, and that's when the tree is born and the blooming comes out. Well, that 1 and 4, that queen is on her way, and that king, he's this divine masculine part of you, Sagittarius. It's already set. It's already go. It's just trying to balance this 2 by 2 now in your Noah's Ark, because there's too many unclean spirits still, which is what those wands are. You're going to be able to clear it out. Look at, he's got everything for you. You're going to be your own most desiring self-love person to yourself. You're going to be so incredibly beautiful and desirable to someone else on the outside, your emperor, if you have him or do not have him, or them or her, you know, flip the energy. You guys, we're adults here, but you're going to have everything that you've ever wanted. 6 and 5 is also 11, 11, that 2 positive and that 2 negative, 2 by 2. I love that so much. Queen of Wands, 1 and 4 there, Sagittarius energy once again. Oh my gosh, Lord, thank you so much for this beautiful energy. Let's see. Queen of Swords. Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords. Once that Empress energy can completely come in with those 2 of Swords, guess what? Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles is right there, but you don't see it yet because that Queen of Cups is trying to meet your Queen of Swords, honey. You have to let that high intuition, that high priestess energy come in, bring in that Cancer, that moon, everything in those truths that needs to be cleansed out. Oh my gosh, 3 queens here, my goodness. You also might have multiple influencers in your life that are causing a lot of strife, and you're going to decide to create a boundary and make moves for yourself, which is also could be work related here. That could be some co-workers. I'm really feeling like this could be 2 catty bitches in your life, Sag, that are just not gonna, they're over here, they're their own separate people anyway, and you're still gonna move on away from the shit that they give you. But inside, this is truly your positive divine feminine energy coming in right now. Your Empress energy is working within your cups. We see that here within your Cancer. We've been talking about that. He's just trying to finish ascending your lowly body to your highly body and complete this process of making you born anew, and that is beautiful. Queen of Swords, that was 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do one more card. Hierophant energy. Lord, you are joking me. Sag, it's you. That 5, that 1 and 4, that 1 and 5 overall. 1 in 5. 14 total. My goodness, Lord. Knight of Swords. Yep, there's that masculine communication constantly trying to come in by way of that anxiety, but it's only anxiety because you're refusing to take care of it. You're refusing to see it. 2 of Pentacles in the negative. 4 of Wands. You are joking me, Lord. Oh my gosh. And 9 of Pentacles. Absolutely, dear. Absolutely. You are yours before you are anyone else's. Okay? I love you so much. This was magical. Look at everything that you have. Break away. Serve what's best for you. You have so much of that dynamic frequency waiting to show you all of the good that's inside. And all that's left to gain here from here is good. Love you. 2811.